If choosing your next HP laptop feels like navigating a maze, stay tuned. By the end, you'll know exactly which one fits your life and why. In this video, 7 HP laptops go head-to-head, from budget-friendly to flagship, to find the best HP laptop to buy right now. Stick around for the top 3. They're where HP's latest designs and platforms truly shine, especially for creators, students, and professionals who need reliability without compromise. 7. HP Chromebook 14A-NA0226NR. Starting off at number 7, the HP Chromebook 14A-NA0226NR is the kind of machine that nails the basics and almost nothing else. And that's exactly its appeal if Chrome OS and simplicity are the priority. With an Intel Celeron N4120, 4GB of RAM, and 64GB eMMC storage, it boots quickly, handles multiple Chrome tabs, docks, and YouTube without drama, and stays smooth as long as you don't push beyond typical school or casual work tasks. The 14-inch HD panel is serviceable for classroom work and light streaming. Paired with a surprisingly decent dual-speaker setup for a budget device, it's perfectly fine for everyday use. Battery life is a bright spot. With the low-power Celeron and lean Chrome OS, it can stretch through a school or office day, and sometimes longer with lighter use. Connectivity is flexible. 2 USB-C ports with DisplayPort support, a USB-A, microSD, and a 720p webcam that's good enough for calls in decent light. The chassis feels sturdy in hand for what it costs, and the minimalist design keeps it light and backpack-friendly. Where it falters is equally clear. The HD 3666x768 display looks dated in 2025 with limited brightness and color, which makes productivity and media feel a bit washed out compared to modern 2K or even FHD panels. The 4GB RAM eMMC combo also hits a ceiling fast if a workflow involves many heavy web apps. Switching between multiple pinned Android apps can stutter. Number 6. HP Victus, Core i5-12450H, GeForce RTX 3050. At number 6, the HP Victus comes in as the entry gaming and all-round performance laptop in this lineup. Equipped with Intel's Core i5-12450H and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 graphics in a mainstream chassis. Performance for 1080p esports titles and older AAA games is perfectly playable with tuned settings, and the CPU handles multitasking and productivity workflows, including heavy browser use, code editors, and basic photo work, without feeling sluggish. For creators, the 3050 accelerates entry-level video timelines and photo batch exports, especially in apps that can use CUDA. Thermals are generally acceptable under balanced or performance profiles, and the keyboard deck stays comfortable during long sessions, though fans do ramp up under load as expected for this class. I appreciated the set of modern ports and the practicality of the design. It's more subdued than gamer, making it suitable in lecture halls or offices. Battery life is usable for light work if the DGPU stays idle. Plan on carrying the charger for any real gaming or creative sessions. Downsides show up when comparing it against newer generations. The RTX 3050 is now a budget GPU, so demanding modern titles require compromises on settings and upscaling to maintain smooth frame rates. The display options and brightness on many Victus configs aren't class-leading, and color coverage may not satisfy color-sensitive creative work. Under sustained gaming loads, fan noise becomes noticeable, which is expected but still worth noting if quiet operation matters. 5. HP Pavilion 16AF087NR. The Pavilion 16AF087R is HP's sweet spot consumer notebook, balancing a large 16-inch 2K 1020x1200 display with Intel's Core Ultra 7 155U for efficient, quiet performance in day-to-day computing. In regular productivity, spreadsheets, dozens of browser tabs, editing docs while streaming music, it stays cool and responsive, and the onboard Intel graphics handle casual media and light creative tasks smoothly. With 16GB LPDDR5X memory and a 512GB NVMe SSD, multitasking feels snappy, and apps launch quickly without thermal spikes. The display's 16:10 aspect ratio gives more vertical space for work, which is genuinely useful for research and editing, even though it's only 2K and 300 nits. Indoors, it looks clean and sharp enough for long sessions. Connectivity is modern: 2 USB-C with power delivery and DisplayPort, 2 USB-A, HDMI 2.1, and Wi-Fi 6E, so docking to an external monitor and peripherals is simple and reliable. Fast charge to about 50% in 30 minutes is convenient in a break between meetings or classes. Battery life lands around a typical full workday in mixed use, thanks to the efficient U-series chip and modest display power draw, and the system stays quiet most of the time. This configuration is ideal for students and professionals who prioritize a bigger screen and strong everyday performance without paying for a discrete GPU they won't fully use. The trade-offs are reasonable. The panel isn't creator-grade for color-critical tasks, and the CPU is tuned for efficiency over sustained heavy compute, so large video renders aren't its forte. Four, HP Pavilion Plus 14EW1210NR. The Pavilion Plus 14 takes a big step up in display clarity and CPU capability for a compact laptop, pairing a 14-inch WQXGA x 1600 panel with Intel Core Ultra 5 125H and Intel Arc graphics for a portable but capable 14-inch experience. In daily use, that high-resolution screen is the standout. It's crisp, vibrant, and makes multitasking feel less cramped while keeping the laptop highly portable. The H-Class Ultra 5 brings a meaningful bump for more demanding tasks: browsing with many heavy tabs, light content creation, and coding workloads benefit from the extra cores. Arc graphics have matured. For light creative workloads, the integrated GPU acceleration is noticeably better than older integrated solutions, and streaming, media editing, and light gaming at modest settings are smooth on the 14-inch panel. With 16GB LPDDR5X and a 512GB SSD, it keeps up with everyday creator flows and productivity stacks without a hitch, and Wi-Fi 6E keeps connections reliable on campus or in co-working spaces. Port selection, including Thunderbolt, USB-C, and HDMI 2.1, means it docks nicely to a color-accurate external monitor for desk work. Thermally, the Pavilion Plus 14 is balanced. Under sustained loads, fans become audible but not obnoxious, and surface temps remain manageable for a thin and light 14-inch chassis. Battery life varies with screen resolution and refresh behavior, but in mixed productivity, it comfortably spans a typical workday with room to spare if tuned conservatively. 3. HP OmniBook X 14 New Growth Series. The OmniBook X is HP's leap into the new wave of Windows on ARM systems, built on Qualcomm's Snapdragon X Elite platform, and it feels immediately different. The responsiveness, instant-on behavior, and battery efficiency are standout in daily use. For typical workflows, browsing, office, messaging apps, calls, and light creative tasks, the system runs whisper quiet with a level of smoothness that makes older x86 Ultrabooks feel a bit dated. The 14-inch 2.2K class display, 2240 by 1400 at 1610, looks clean with full sRGB coverage, and the chassis is slim, light, and premium in hand, exactly what a modern ultra-portable should feel like. Connectivity is forward-looking with dual USB-C, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.x, and a solid 5-megapixel IR camera for Windows Hello, which is a genuine quality-of-life upgrade for frequent video calls. The keyboard and trackpad feel tuned for long sessions, and the battery life is a headline feature, easily spanning long commutes, meetings, and after-hours browsing without reaching for the charger. For creators, the Adreno GPU and increasingly optimized apps deliver better-than-expected acceleration, and the overall system stays cool and quiet during long productivity stints. 2 considerations. App compatibility continues to improve, but niche x86 applications or certain plugins may not be fully optimized yet, and display brightness around 300 nits is fine indoors, but not exceptional outdoors. That said, for mainstream productivity and mobile professionals, the OmniBook X delivers a modern, efficient Windows experience that feels more phone-fast in waking and switching tasks than many traditional laptops, and that ease is addictive after a few days of use. Number 2. HP Envy X360 16 16T AC000 series. The Envy X360-16 hits the sweet spot for creators and power users who want a big premium display in a flexible 2-in-1 without Spectre pricing. And it absolutely delivers on-screen quality with a 16-inch 2.8K OLED panel up to 120 Hz. Text and visuals pop with deep contrast and rich color that flat panels can't match, and the 16:10 canvas genuinely increases comfort for editing timelines, working across multiple windows, and reading long documents. Configurations span AMD and Intel options. The Intel Core Ultra variants offer Evo-class responsiveness and modern connectivity, while the AMD HS chips bring excellent multi-core performance and efficiency in real-world use. As a convertible, the Envy X360 is among the most versatile in its class. Tent mode for media, tablet mode for sketching and markup, and a strong keyboard and trackpad for hours of typing when docked. Port selection is generous with dual USB-C, dual USB-A, HDMI 2.1, and Wi-Fi 6E or better depending on configuration, making it easy to build a clean desk setup without dongle anxiety. The audio system, tuned with DTS-X Ultra and Poly Studio on certain models, delivers fuller sound than most thin laptops, which complements the OLED perfectly for content consumption. Performance matches the premium vibe. The system stays responsive under heavy multitasking and light to moderate creative work, and the thermals keep the deck comfortable in long sessions. Battery life varies with OLED and refresh rate, but is manageable for a full day if brightness and hertz are tuned. Fast charging helps top up quickly between meetings. HP Spectre X360-16 AA0097NR series. At number 1, the Spectre X360-16 is HP's flagship convertible and the most complete laptop in this ranking, combining premium build, top-tier OLED visuals, cutting-edge connectivity, and performance headroom, including configurations with a discrete NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050. The 16-inch 2.8K OLED 28:8x100 at up to 120 Hz with 100% DCI-P3 is stunning for creative work and media, with deep blacks and vivid, accurate color right out of the box, and touch with pen support elevates sketching, annotation, and design. The chassis feels every bit flagship, rigid, refined, and comfortable to use in laptop, tent, or tablet modes for hours. Under the hood, Core Ultra 7 configurations deliver instant responsiveness, and the RTX 4050 option takes it far beyond typical Ultrabooks for creator workflows, accelerating video timelines, 3D previews, AI-enhanced tools, and even enabling higher fidelity gaming in off hours on the 2.8K panel with DLSS and frame generation where supported. With up to Wi-Fi 7, rapid storage, and generous memory options, it's a machine that feels unbottlenecked for modern workloads, and the thermal design keeps performance consistent without nasty hotspots on the deck. Day to day, what stands out is the Spectre's cohesiveness. The keyboard is crisp and comfortable for long writing sessions, the large precision touchpad is smooth and accurate, and the webcam quality, presence features, and security, like a fingerprint reader, make it a better remote work machine than most premium rivals. Final thought. Which one is best ultimately depends on needs. The Chromebook for basic web-first tasks on a tight budget, Victus for entry gaming and mixed workloads, Pavilion 16 for a big screen daily driver, Pavilion Plus 14 for a sharp 14-inch all-rounder, OmniBook X for battery-first ARM efficiency and portability, Envy X360-16 for creator-grade OLED in a versatile 2-in-1, and the Spectre X360-16 for the complete flagship experience with headroom to grow.